established rich coming right back at you. Look, this is about how one moment can turn into a life-changing decision. We're talking about JPrinceJr. and we're talking about NBA Ben 10. And we're talking about Allstar JR. 3 names, 1 night, and a situation that went left. Now, before we get into opinions, we're going to deal with what's been reported. Houston, Texas, restaurant setting. What started as an encounter ended in gunfire.
Thanks. Well, right now, Houston police are searching for the man they say opened fire inside of a popular restaurant last night.
Yeah, police say this all started with an attempted robbery inside Confessions on Kirby Drive. KHOU11's Devon Rami joins us live from outside this morning. Devon, what are police saying about the person who opened fire and where he might be right now?
Yeah, that's the big question here this morning, is where this suspect could be, and they are actively looking for him right now, combing through surveillance video as well as information that they've gained from witnesses. But this all took place behind me here in the restaurant and lounge there called Confessions, up on the 2nd floor of this building here behind me off of Upper Kirby. Houston police say the call came in around 11:30 last night, and investigators say 2 men tried to rip chains off another man's neck, taking him to the ground during the robbery. It's still unclear if the men knew each other. Police say after the chains were taken, though, several others jumped in, turning the situation into a large, violent fight with multiple people attacking the victim moments before the victim somehow was able to pull out a gun and started shooting.
Now that right there sets the foundation. This was not a rumor. This was not internet talk. This was a real incident with real consequences. Now let's slow this down. Reports say this was not random. This was tension built over time, not built in the moment. And when you understand that, you start to see how we got here. Now the next layer, law enforcement steps in. They start breaking down what they believe happened.
Got some pretty good video. We got 2 victims on the scene right now. This is a shooting. We got 2 victims. Let's see, one's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times. He's probably in his mid-20s. They're both transported to local hospitals right now, and they're both in very critical condition. So my name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we know right now is our suspect, who we don't know who he is right now. We're working on that. Investigators do a great job. I'm sure they'll figure out who he is. Was at this location and had a confrontation with a couple guys. That altercation originally, and it appears from what they were doing, was trying to take his chains. Now, we don't know if they knew him or what that was, but it appears possibly they knew this guy, and they were in the process of trying to rip his chains off. That went on for 30 seconds to a minute, where these 2 guys were tussling with him, actually got him to the ground, and appears probably got his chains from him. Right after that, another fella jumps in, and several other people jump in as well, along with these other guys, and they start having a fist fight, and they're beating this guy pretty bad.
Now pay attention to that. Words like altercation, attempted robbery, escalation. Those words matter because they frame this situation. This was not just a fight. This was a situation that turned criminal. And once that line is crossed, everything changes. Now, let's talk about what people are saying led to this, because this is where it gets personal. The streets are saying this started over a woman, JPrinceJr., allegedly dealing with Allstar JR's baby's mother. And from there, it turned into disrespect. Online shots, subliminals, antagonizing, provocation, and then JPrinceJr. did this.
I want him to know that you moved on to $1 billion things.
Hey man, he a cheater, y'all.
Oh shit, that's mob shit.
Nigga, she made it. You gotta get it out.
Oh. Hey, you are.
She made it.
Trust the process.
Hey man, I'm glad you left her alone. Oh, I'm glad y'all had differences. Because I'm the difference now.
Trust the process.
Now listen, this part right here is important. When you mix personal issues with public disrespect, you create a situation where somebody feels like they gotta respond. And when that response happens in person, it don't play out like the internet. Ain't no comment section, ain't no delete button. Now let's bring NBA Ben 10 in it. His name has been tossed around this situation heavy, and his reputation is part of the conversation. People been saying he's a menace, somebody who stands on business, who handles situations. And when you carry that kind of image, you attract certain kind of moments. You attract conflict. You attract tests. And sometimes you walk straight into them. Now here's where the story takes a turn. Reports are saying this was an attempted chain snatching, not just a confrontation, an actual move. And people are alleging that JPrinceJr. was present. Not only present, but involved in how it went down. Now, we're not going to speculate, but we can't ignore what's being said because his name is in the conversation heavy. And when your name is in that space, you under a different type of light. Now, here's the most critical part, the shooting. Because according to reports, the situation flipped. Allstar JR allegedly got access to the firearm. And what people are saying is that gun belonged to NBA Ben 10. Now, think about that for a second. Your own weapon used against you in the middle of a struggle, in the middle of the chaos. That's how fast control can shift. That's how fast power can change hands. And in that moment, everything went left. Gunfire, injuries. Reports say NBA Ben 10 was hit seriously.
That boy Ben 10 is in a coma. Yeah, he paralyzed for sure. But here's the part where only a certain few know. And it's only because they team is Chatty Patty, right? That boy had 2 heart attacks since he been in. He died twice in that hospital bed. That's why his mama was saying, be covered over the blood of Jesus. Because youngin is on his way out. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. His team don't expect him to make it the next week. Just going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. So if you hear me say or hear somebody else say, breaking news, Ben 10 is dead, yeah, it's going to be true.
And now, we ain't talking about image no more. We talking about health. We talking about life. Now, after the smoke clears, here come the responses.
Got it up on his Instagram right now. It posted an hour ago. It got 10,000. This guy not famous. It got 10,000 comments. He got 10,000 comments. He's flexing. He's in the jewelry store. He's saying he had to re-up on his jewelry. He had to re-up on his jewelry. He flexing in money. He said, thought he was mob ties till I shot it. Oh, shit. Bumbleclot, dog. Rasclot. Yo. No, sir. Rasclot. He said, thought he was mob ties till I shot his ass a few times. Bumbleclot.
In honor of my nigga Ben 10, since he wanted to play, when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now, the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down and point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you. Then you just jump a little bit. Do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT. And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey, the best BN10 challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 BN10 challenge. Best BN10 challenge, man, to go viral. Fuck with me.
You can see it in the energy. This ain't over. This is still active. And that's what makes this situation even more dangerous. Because when situations don't resolve, they repeat. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. This ain't just about one night. This is about a pattern. Ego, pride, disrespect, reaction. And every time those things mix, the same results happen. Somebody gets hurt. Now let me say this clear. Nobody wins in this. Nobody walked away clean. One person hospitalized, another person in the spotlight, and everybody involved is under scrutiny. Now I'm going to end it like this. Reputation can open doors, but it can also put you in rooms you shouldn't be in. And when you keep living like every moment is a test, eventually you're going to run into one you can't pass. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.